everyone, this is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews Everything, and today we are going to talk about our top picks for the best treadmills for seniors. Now, I feel like as the second oldest member here at Garage Gym Reviews, I can really get on board with this list. We have things like the best treadmill that is cushioned, the best treadmill that is programmed, all specifically kept in mind for our senior clientele. Before we get into it, make sure to subscribe to our channel if you like seeing everything strength-based, cardio-based, if you are somebody who likes to know things and really investigate the product before you purchase, this is exactly the place that you want to be. Also, if there's anything on this list today that we talk about that you are interested in purchasing, go ahead and use the link below the like button to do so. It does give us a small commission when you use those links, and it doesn't cost anything extra to you, but it just allows us to continue bringing you quality videos, which is exactly what we love to do here. Lastly, before we jump in, know ahead of time that some of these treadmills have been sent to us by the company for review. That doesn't change our honest take about these products, but we want to be transparent, let you know ahead of time. Now let's talk about it. So let's get into the Echelon Stride. Now, we voted this the best walkable treadmill for seniors, and I tend to agree. I think this is a fantastic treadmill. For one, it has a 10-inch touchscreen, which I think adds a lot of aesthetically pleasing value to the treadmill. It's also incredibly user-friendly and easy to use. It does have programs included on the treadmill. Now, they aren't made the most clear, but it really helps you to diversify what sort of program you're wanting to do. Or of course, you're able to just jump on the treadmill, hit start, and go. I would also point out that all of the buttons were very well labeled, easy to see, and I didn't feel like I got lost in the weeds like I do in some of the other treadmills on how to even start the machine. The belt deck size is 55 by 20 inches long, which I think is a very adequate belt deck size. So whether you're wanting to do any sort of jogging, primarily walking, maybe even some light running, I think you're able to do that with this belt deck. It also has speeds of up to 12 miles per hour and an incline of up to 12%. So whether or not you want to push the pace or slow down or push that incline grade, you're able to do that on this treadmill. In terms of assembly, this process was incredibly easy. Reviewers online felt like it took them like 30 minutes tops in order to assemble the treadmill, and then they were able to use it. Anytime that happens, I appreciate it. I want things to be clear, cut, easy to use, and so that I can go ahead and use the treadmill right away once I get it. Next on our list is our top pick for the best budget-friendly treadmill for seniors, and that is the Urivo 2-in-1 treadmill. The Urivo foldable treadmill is under $400, so a great budget-friendly option. Another thing that I want to point out specifically for seniors is the step-up height is only 3.5 inches. So it's very low to the ground. If you struggle with any sort of strength, mobility in stepping up to things, I think this is a great fit because you aren't going to really struggle to get to that step-up height. Now, this isn't a tech-heavy treadmill. It's bare bones. It has your basic things like your start, your stop button. I will also mention that the deck size is 42.5 by 16.9 inches long. So I wouldn't do a lot of jogging, a lot of running on this, but for walking, I think this is an adequate belt deck size and really allows people to get their steps in throughout the day. Overall, at this price, the treadmill has a lot going for it. Honestly, for a walkable treadmill, this is one that I would probably have in my house. I think that it's foldable, lightweight, easy to assemble. Overall, a good walkable treadmill on a budget. Now, one call out for the Urivo is that it does have handlebars, but as you pull them up, it only goes to the front. You don't have handlebars on the side. So if you're looking for something that you're really wanting to keep steady or be able to hang on to as you're using the treadmill, this one might not be a good fit. One thing we see a lot of is people looking for a treadmill that can be easily folded up, and that is where the ProForm Pro T7 comes in. So the ProForm Pro T7 has easy fold deck technology, making it incredibly easy to lower and to raise, in my opinion, the deck. It doesn't take a lot of strength. If you're somebody who struggles to bend down or with mobility, I think you're gonna find this incredibly easy to raise and lower the deck. The ProForm Pro T7 also comes with ISOFlex cushioning. So basically it's just a fancy way of saying that it's supposed to add extra cushioning to the belt deck as you are walking on it. Now, I definitely noticed it felt comfortable as I was at walking speeds. I wouldn't say that it was the most cushioned deck. as I got to higher speeds on the treadmill, but I think if your purposes are walking, then it felt completely supported and completely sturdy. Last thing I'll say, it has a 7-inch screen, so fairly small, but I still feel like it was easy, user-friendly, and I could clearly see all the metrics that I wanted to track: calories, distance, time. I think that overall, if you're looking for something that is easy to raise and to lower, is fairly compact, not a huge treadmill, this could be a good option. If you are looking for a small treadmill, then I think that the Sunny Health and Fitness SF-T7-603 is a good option to look at. This treadmill only weighs 103 pounds. It also has gas shock on the folding mechanism, making it incredibly easy to lower and raise the deck. Again, it's 103 pounds, so it's not on the heavy side. It's really portable and really easy to move from room to room. So if you are somebody with limited space or somebody who doesn't want their treadmill sitting out all the time, I think that this would be a good treadmill to consider. The treadmill is budget friendly at under $500. All the buttons are big and easy to read, which is exactly what I like to see. I'm not worried about what it says or where to find my metrics. Everything is clearly displayed for you. Another thing that I actually really liked about this is on the side handlebar rails, there's a speed button so you can control your speed, and there's also a start and stop button on the other side that really makes it easy for you to start and stop if you need to. Overall, it's not my top pick for it, but if you are looking for something that is budget friendly, something with a semi-big belt deck, I mean, it's 49 by 16 inches long, something that's easy to fold up, I do think it's something to consider. Okay, so if you are a senior and you are wanting something more on the techie side or something that has programming built into the treadmill, look no further than the Bowflex Treadmill 10. Now, the Bowflex Treadmill 10 has a 10-inch touchscreen, making it very pretty, very appealing. It also has journey classes that you have to purchase through subscription, but in those classes, you have access to all of your treadmill classes. You can also use that journey subscription off of your treadmill. So if you're looking for strength classes, Pilates, yoga, cycling, you have access to all of that as well. Now, the company claims it has Comfort Tech technology, which again is something a lot of companies claim, just trying to provide extra cushioning in that belt deck. I did notice that it felt sturdy, it felt comfortable as I used that treadmill. I wouldn't say that it felt any more cushioned or the best overall cushioned treadmill, but I felt like it was a solid treadmill. My least favorite aspect about this treadmill is it does weigh 223 pounds. So that is a heavy treadmill, something that I'm not going to want to move around from room to room. Wherever you decide to set up that treadmill is definitely where you're going to want to keep it. Last little bit, things that I enjoyed, it had these huge dual deep water bottle holders. It also had a large tray underneath for you to keep any sort of keys, wallet, anything like that that you're wanting a place to store. I will say that the assembly process on this was a little overwhelming. Most reviewers complained that it was really heavy and required at least 2 people to put it together. Now, you can purchase the white glove service through the website, which basically means that people will come set up your treadmill for you, and I would highly recommend doing that if I bought this treadmill. If you are somebody who has weak ankles, if you are somebody who struggles with knee pain, go ahead and look at this next treadmill, the Horizon 7.4. We have voted this the best treadmill with the most cushioning for seniors. Now, the Horizon 7.4 has a 3-zone variable response, which really did provide extra cushioning as I was using it. Now, some of the other treadmills, I noticed that it was well cushioned at lower speeds, but as I got up to higher speeds, that shock absorption kind of went away. I definitely felt overall that the Horizon 7.4 delivered when it came to shock absorption at higher speeds. I will say a bummer part about this is it is a heavy machine at 318 pounds. However, the weight capacity is 350 pounds, which is way above industry standards. So if you are somebody needing a higher weight capacity and some extra shock absorption, extra cushioning, this would be a good option to look at. As well as with our last treadmill, I would definitely recommend hiring the white glove service that you can purchase through the website. It is a heavy treadmill, it is big, it's not the most easy to assemble. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to deal with that or doesn't have somebody who can help you put this together, I would highly recommend using that service. Lastly, the display is fairly simple. It's nothing fancy, but it does show your basic metrics, and I felt like it was really user-friendly. Overall, I think that for what the 7.4 is claiming to be with its extra cushioning, it definitely delivers. If you are looking for a treadmill with a simple display, something that is easy to use, look no further than the Xterra TR150. So with this, it has a 5-inch LCD display, so nothing big, but again, it is simple. It's gonna show you all of your metrics that you're gonna wanna see, your calories, your distance, your steps that you've accumulated. Nothing fancy, but again, very clear and cut and easy to read. I also like the display is very clearly labeled. You have your start, your stop, and then any sort of programs that you want to click on are easy to read and very accessible for you to do so. One thing I will call out, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you probably can already guess what I'm gonna say, but this does not have any gas shock on the folding mechanism. So basically what that means is when you lower the deck, it's gonna slam into the ground. I don't like that feature. I have kids, I have pets. If you have grandbabies or pets or anything that you don't want to be like abruptly slammed to the ground, I would definitely consider that. But for anybody who maybe lives by themselves or you're all adults and you are responsible, then maybe it isn't as big of a deal. Overall, it is very user-friendly. It's nothing fancy, but it is on the cheaper side. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly option, something is portable and has an easy-to-read display, then check out the Xterra. We have almost wrapped it up. We have saved the best for last, and that is our pick for the best overall treadmill for seniors, the Sol F63. The Sol F63 is a very well-rounded treadmill. You've probably seen it in some of our other videos, and that's because it's always gonna rank towards the top of our pick for just best overall treadmill, and that's because it's a solid machine. For one, the belt deck size is something we're always gonna look at, and it meets that 60 by 20 inch mark, meaning that you don't have to fear falling off or ending up on a viral video or wobbling off the side. It is a large enough deck to feel comfortable walking, running, skipping, whatever it is that you are wanting to do on your treadmill. Of course, stay safe, but I think that the belt deck size is exactly what we want to see. It also has a 3.0 CHP motor, so again, it's gonna last you for all of the walking, all of the running that you want to do on this machine. It also has speeds of up to 12 miles per hour, and it has an incline grade of 12%. So if you want to diversify your walking program, your running program, you have a lot of options built in with this treadmill to let you do so. The weight capacity on this machine is 325 pounds, so really lets a lot of people be able to use this. Industry standard is about 300 pounds, and for something for under $1,000 that has an incline, higher speeds, good motor size, and clear display with easy to read buttons, I think this is a really good option. Now, the one thing I will say about this, if you are somebody who struggles to step up, maybe you lack mobility or strength in that movement, this does have a higher deck at 8.5 inches, so it is something to be aware of. I wouldn't say it's completely waste. I mean, you have your handlebars on the side to help you assist you in that motion, but I think that has to be your call and whether or not you feel comfortable doing that. There are so many great options on this list today. I know for me and what I want and what I'm looking for in a treadmill, I would probably choose either the Sol F63 or the Bowflex Treadmill 10, but we want to hear what you think. What treadmill would you choose off this list and why? Let us know in the comments. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews Everything. Peace.